All right, so Billy Otto, I kind of want to go to your story now. So you grew up in Brooklyn as well?
hmm I'm Trinidadian, so most of my family's from Trinidad. I don't got that much family in America, but I grew up with my little bit of family in Brooklyn.
Okay, what was the family structure like?
It's really not much. It's my mother there. She always at work, working 2 jobs. My brothers and my sisters, so I'm outside. I could do what I want from like mad young.
Where was your dad during this time?
He got deported back to Trinidad like in '93. He did like 3 years in '90 and got deported back. We ain't seen him since.
Deportee. You hear that a lot.
Facts.
What do you get in trouble for? Well, I mean, because you got to do a lot to get deported out of America.
Yeah, he didn't have no papers. You didn't have no papers. And back then, you got to think it was the early '90s, so you didn't have the proper credentials. You going, especially if you go to jail, you're in the people's system. You're even not supposed to be here, first of all. So when you do this time, we send you back home. It was like that.
Okay, was that a big blow to the family, losing the father?
Yeah, but I was young, so I don't remember all the.
Okay, and at one point you got affiliated with the Nine Trays.
Fact.
Okay, how did that come about?
Just growing up around them, being around them. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them every day, all my friends on my block, really grasping the concept of what it really means, from when it started. Because me, you know what I'm saying, we don't really consider ourselves like gang members or just banging, hanging on the streets. We like revolutionists in the organization of a brotherhood, you know what I mean, building for something better, you know what I mean.
And early on, what type of shit were you getting into?
It's regular hood shit, man. Outside, It's basically, if you know anything about New York City and Brooklyn, just being outside, just getting into all type, everything that's there to get into, you know what I'm saying, I got into it.
Okay, well, at one point, you started getting serious. You started doing armed robberies, home invasions, assaults.
Yeah.
Can you describe, and you actually got convicted for all three of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about those situations?
Yeah, I talk about it. I went to prison. I served my time for it. I talk about it. It don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gradually started like that, like you said, you know what I'm saying, hanging with my friends, stealing out the store, doing dumb shit, then gradually going on and breaking into houses, from finally getting a gun, you know what I'm saying? And like taking it to another levels. I end up doing mad dumb shit as a kid, making crazy ass choices, regular hood shit, and I end up catching a big one, an armed robbery, kidnapping, assault charge.
Oh, you got a kidnapping charge?
Yep.
Can you tell me about the kidnapping?
Bro, to be honest, I didn't even really kidnap nobody. I just tied him up and took him to the back room, you know what I'm saying, in the process of a robbery, which I got charged for. I did my time.
Okay, so hold on. Okay. So you went to go rob somebody.
I didn't really go rob him, but I went to go, it was a dispute about somebody that owed me money, was selling weed. It was a whole long situation.
Okay, so you went to go confront someone who owed you some money. Was it a lot of money?
It was a lot of money. But to be honest, it wasn't a lot of money.
When you look at ultimately,
it was like ultimately, to be honest, I was young. It was like $40-something $100. It's nothing. It's petty. I blow through that nowadays. But back then, it was a lot of money to me. I was young. It was a lot of money. This dude trying to play me. It was more respecting too. He just gonna take my stuff,
Yeah. Okay, so this guy owed you $4,100. You showed up and you tied him up.
Got into a little dispute. Shit went down. Whatever. Just
and
end up turning into like give me my shit.
Okay, so after you tied him up, did you get your money?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? End up getting locked up for it, serving time for it. God help.
Your man's busting up over here on the to your right. Okay, so and did he end up going to the cops afterwards?
Yeah, he ended up going to the cops, ended up telling, you know what I'm saying, ruining my life with some bullshit he did to me initially. But
okay, was he a gangster himself or just a dude that just sold some weed?
He just do, I didn't really know, I wasn't that cool with him, he was just selling some weed.
Okay, so after you took all his shit, he went to the police and told on you. Was that, because we mentioned armed robbery, home invasion, assault, was that all the same situation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they gave you 3 big charges.
More than 3.
What else did you get?
Just adding in misdemeanors, all type of dumb shit. I can't even remember all, and it was so long ago, but it's mad shit.
And you got sentenced to 10 years?
I got sentenced to 12 years.
12 years. Okay. How old were you at the time?
I was 19.
How did it feel as a 19-year-old to be told you're getting out of 31? You haven't even touched your 20s yet, and they're telling you you're getting out in your 30s.
Yeah, it was crazy, but you know what I'm saying? At that time, I was being the type of person, like, when I was young, like, whatever happened, so, you know what I'm saying? People could miss me, like, with the kid shit, and, oh, you're a kid, I'm 19, I'm a grown-ass man, I had to deal with it, I made the wrong decisions, and I dealt with it, you know what I'm saying? I did it, fuck it, it happened, I dealt with the consequences, and I came home. I did the crime, I can't cry about the time,